Your hair looks so blonde.
Thank you. Now that the natural lighting is hitting it, you can see it much better. Yeah, very blonde.
It's like white blonde. It looks like your baby hair as a kid
Yeah.
almost.
I think it's also lightened up because I've been out in the sun so much also. You're doing beach days and pool days. And then Keegan had his field day too. So I think it just got a little bit lighter.
I love it. It
But it
looks
does look
really
good in this lighting.
it does. It looks so good. And your little outfit's cute too. You have like a matching
Thank
set on.
you. I know after watching all those videos, um, some self-reflection was needed, and I was like, I cannot look like that and sound like that with such a horrible, unesthetic background, like scary. So
Oh,
this time we're changing it up. Maybe next time I'll go back to the dark bedroom and walking pad.
you know
But
what?
I'll try to record at Grant's house because it is very cute here.
What did you do this weekend? Grant had friends over?
Yeah, it was kind of impromptu. So Friday, Keegan had his field day and then got off work early, drove here. And Friday, we were just supposed to go out for drinks, and that was it. Like a drink and an app. And we usually don't drink a lot like that anymore. Um, but
But
we went to
don't you go out for like a drink and an app like
but
twice a week?
just a drink and an app,
Okay.
like period. But this Friday night, we started at Can Can, and I had an espresso martini, he had a beer, and we had snails. It was so good because we like
Ooh.
to get snails there. Um, I ate my meal prep dinner, so I felt really good. And then from Can Can, we went across the street. I think it was to a place called Jasper's, and we got a drink there. My drink was called a Purple Grimace. They were doing like a Pride Month like special where they're all like colors of the rainbow.
Oh wait, that's cute.
Yeah, and that was the best tasting one. So, or had tequila. So that was the only one that had tequila. So I knew it was gonna be the best tasting one for me.
Yeah.
Um, So I drank that. I was feeling real good. I was like, that's so good. And so Grant had, he plans everything. He had planned for us to start at a really nice restaurant and slowly make our way to a dive bar going down Carytown. So Can Can's like right here. Jasper's right here. Then we went to Lolita's, which is right next to it, and then we were gonna go to a delicatessen, which was just playing like club music.
Yeah.
Um, so after Jasper's, we stopped at Lolita's, which is just like a cute Mexican joint. And I was in the bathroom and Grant ordered my drink for me. And he ordered a Paloma, and a Paloma was not on the menu. And uh I was scared that he was gonna
At
make
a Mexican place?
yeah, they had a bunch of drink specials. It was really cute, but they had like pictures next to the drink names, and they had all different types of unique drinks, but a Paloma I think is just too basic for them because all their drinks were like specialty. And
Right.
that's
Okay.
just like, I don't know, like a standard drink. So he ordered one and he made it with mezcal instead of tequila. And that
Oh,
just does not agree with my body.
absolutely not. Mezcal is
I had it
nasty.
mez yeah, I had mezcal for the first time in Puerto Rico and I didn't know what it was and I got a drink and it absolutely tore me up. So I drank it anyways. It wasn't terrible, but I just knew that it was not going to sit well with me. So
Oh.
after that, Lolita's, we went to the delicatessen and they were playing like early 2000s rap music. And Grant warned me it was going to be like a bunch of younger kids in there. Like the vibe is like college kids. And, I was wearing this really nice long dress with an open back and heels. So like we did not fit the vibe at all, but it was super fun. I danced like crazy. I got a tequila soda there. It was terrible because the tequila soda is never that great. And she gave me like one lime and the lime was not very big at all. So it was just basically like, I don't know, tequila soda or tequila water is just so strong, I feel like. And
Yeah.
at that point, even with me being drunk, it was still a lot. So we danced our asses off, and then Grant scooted us home all the way from Carytown, where we went shopping before, home.
Yeah.
And then once we got home, it was downhill. I got the spins so bad and all the prep dinner came right back up and it was brutal. I don't
No.
drink like that, at all anymore. So
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time that I threw up from drinking. And we also had 2 glasses of wine before we even made it to the first spot. So like it was way more than what I usually do and I knew that, but I kind of like was feeling so good and we were having so much fun. that I kind of just was like, "Yeah, it's okay, it's whatever, I'll be fine," but I was not fine. What did
Oh
you do
my
this weekend though?
god. Yesterday, I had the Free People Movement store here has, like, a run club once a month, and I wanted to go because they typically do, like, a giveaway, but this time they had, like, 3 prizes. One was a pair of freaking Brooks, which I
That's
really
nice.
wanted, and then 2 other prizes. I didn't win them, which is fine, but, it was a three-mile run,
What did you have to do to was it a raffle?
a raffle, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it started at 9. Corey and I went to go get coffee before that at a place called Iris, which is
Mhm.
downtown. Super cute, very craft cocktail or not craft cocktail, craft coffee. I didn't have a
Oh,
cocktail
okay.
before running. Um, and that was really good. And then we did 3 miles. It was so hot though, and my plan was to run, like, the 3 miles before doing the rest of my long run on Saturday, and it was so terrible. I
Was this your a 12-mile run?
Yeah, I had run 12
Okay, I
miles
saw you
yesterday,
post about it.
which was, like, totally fake, to be honest. I was literally fucking dying. I started at 9, it was already, like, I think almost 80. It was, like, a 3-mile run, and
Fuck.
then yeah, Corey went home, and I was like, "Okay, I need to knock out 9 more miles." I I cannot even explain to you how hard that run was.
Did you take
I
breaks?
Well, I had to, I literally had to,
Yeah.
and my goal was, like, 12 miles at an easy pace, that's what I was supposed to do. I can do 12 miles at an easy pace, but it got up to, like, 92. After mile 8, I literally had to start walking and running, and then I think I had, like, 2 miles left, and I started getting goosebumps, and I was like, "This is not right." So I Googled it,
You
and it was
started
like
getting goosebumps?
yes, it was like, "Heat exhaustion, stop running," and I was like, "I'm still 2 miles away from where Corey is supposed to pick me
Did
up,"
you
and, like,
finish
he
it?
I did, but I was, like,
Oh my
slow.
god. I would have started walking at that pace.
I would, like, run for, like, half a mile and then walk for half a mile because I was like, "I wanna be done with this," but I have like, it was 92 and I had goosebumps. That was not normal, and I was out of water. It was terrible. So, like, when we got home, I took a shower and laid on the couch for 6 hours, watched Summer
Well, that
House.
explains why you didn't answer my text last night because you probably were asleep by like 7.
Yeah, I was like a vegetable after.
Mental note for you to start running super early on the weekends if you gotta, like, do, like, a 2-hour run.
Totally, like, I would rather get up at 3 AM and do that.
Yeah, we walked in the sun for about an hour, and I was, like, at Belle Isle, but half of that is shaded, and I was like, "This is fucking terrible."
I
It
know, it
was
was so
fun, but it was
bad.
so hot. So the rest of the night, did you just, like, watch Netflix or, like, what'd you do?
I caught up on actually, I'm going back to the beginning and watching Summer House from the very start because I never have. Like, I've gotten bits and pieces, and it's on YouTube TV, so I finished all of season 2 last night or yesterday.
I've never heard of Summer House. What is that?
Most of them are 30 to 35 years old on this reality TV show, and they just get, like, a house in the Hamptons for the summer, they rent it out, and they travel from Manhattan to the Hamptons every single weekend.
I think my favorite reality TV show will always be Jersey Shore.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will
Y
always have
yes,
a love for
yes.
that, and I don't think anything will ever top that for me.
I fully agree. I It's like same premise as Jersey Shore, right, except they're not there the entire summer. There was nothing like it before that to be like, I can't think of another reality like, yes, there was reality TV shows, but it was like, I don't know.
Because they're so messy.
Yeah, like, it was like the Hulk Hogan like, family, like, based TV shows, like the Osbournes.
Yeah.
So,
Grant never watched that, and I was trying to explain to him the other day why it was so, like, iconic for when it came out.
yeah,
I told him I remember being, like, 10 watching it and being like, "Oh my god, when I grow up, that's where I wanna go. Like, I wanna do that."
yes.
Speaking of good shows, this is a movie, but I wanted to talk about it. I saw Project Hail Mary, with Keegan and Grant, and it is based on a book, and we watched it because Grant read the book, and
Okay.
it is one of the best movies I've seen in such a long time.
Very unrealistic because Ryan Gosling as a scientist, never a hot
Hey,
scientist.
it makes the plot way more compelling when you're watching him go through all this. He keeps you invested. So, he basically ends up having to go into space against his will. They send him up there, they drug him, and they send him into space 'cause, they need, I think, 5 scientists and they're 1 short, and so he ends up having no choice. They send him into space. So, when he wakes up from his sleep in space, all the other scientists on board die. They were put into a medically induced coma, but for some reason, he's the only person who wakes up out of the coma. The rest are dead. And he's freaking
Oh,
out because he was drugged and put into this coma. So when he wakes up, he has no idea what's going on. He just knows he's in the spaceship and he's like, what the hell? And so basically, it's a storyline of him um, trying to figure out why he's there, what he's doing, and then figuring out how to collect this particle that he's by himself. And then he eventually comes across another spaceship, and it's an alien, and it is an alien that looks like a rock if it were a spider, like a spider on a rock, put it together. Its nickname is Rocky, and it's the storyline of how he becomes friends with this alien and how they come to try to, because the alien is also trying to save his own planet because the sun
hmm.
is eating, or the particle is eating the sun, which is killing his planet as well. So they become friends. They're learning each other, their languages, and they're both trying to get this particle. And I don't want to ruin the ending, but I literally cried at the end of this movie about this fucking stupid alien rock.
I'm
Um,
assuming he died for like.
I don't want to spoil it. But it is such a good movie. The entire time I was pulled in. Ryan Gosling's such a good actor. Um,
Yeah, he
and
really
it's
is.
just, it was so good. I mean, Keegan, he's 6 years old and he was like, he could not stop watching it the entire time. It was so, so good. And Grant said it was mostly similar to the book. You should go see it if you have like 2 hours to kill.
I will look it up.
It,
I
it's not in theaters anymore. It's on I think Amazon or something.
hot take. Hear me out. Netflix is Apple. Hulu is like Spotify, right? Does that
And
make
I
sense?
think I know what you're saying, but I wholeheartedly disagree, and that is because you use Apple like it's Spotify.
You use Apple like it's
You
Spotify?
you use
Oh,
Apple and you think it's Spotify when it's actually, we're ranking these, it's Spotify and then it's Apple. Like if I had to pick an app to listen to music, I'm never picking Apple Music ever.
what? What?
Ever. I mean, I feel like we've talked about this before, because I've shared songs with you and you're like, oh, I only use Apple Music. I think a majority of people would rather have Spotify than Apple Music.
Well, it's like a whole other app you have to download, and with Apple,
It's so
it
much
comes with
better.
the phone.
It's I feel like with Apple Music, I just don't like the layout. I at one point I've had to buy songs on there, so I have a bunch of songs that like I don't even listen to anymore.
Oh yeah, in like what, 2014 when
But I just don't like the app itself. Spotify is so much better. It's like people compare like iPhones and Androids. To me, an Android would be Apple Music and also Hulu.
that makes no
It's
sense.
just
'Cause
because we use different apps. I just love Spotify.
interesting. But Spotify and Hulu are both green.
Girl, what does that have to, because they're green?
Okay, what's Amazon Prime for a streaming app or a music app? Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime,
Amazon, just Amazon the
Pandora,
name. Yeah.
Pandora, that's the only one that I know of.
Or Amazon Music. Oh my God.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I know. I've literally never used that either. But like Apple Music is not Apple TV. Like those are not the same thing either.
I don't watch Apple TV. I don't know anybody that watches Apple TV.
Me
Do you?
neither. No, there's like a
Yeah.
couple of shows I've wanted to watch on there, but I've just never downloaded it. Maybe I'll like try it for a month when we have nothing to watch.
The only ones that I watch is Netflix just because that's what I watch. For like the documentaries mostly, I feel like.
Yeah.
And not like the good documentaries that are like historical or it's like worst ex ever. I've
Yes.
seen that one. That one's good. Yeah. Or the Woodstock one or the Poop
What's
Cruise. Just
the
like the
poop?
crazy, just like the crazy ones.
Anywho, oh, actually, speaking of shows, I forgot to tell you, Corey and I went to go on a run the other weekend on like a new trail, like very close to the house. It's the first time we did it, and I don't know why I haven't ran it before, but it's kind of like behind the amphitheater,
Hmm.
and we ran like maybe 4 miles out, and it's like a pretty wooded, like greenway trail. We're by ourselves. It's the morning time, so it's not like, sketchy or anything, but the first thing we see is we're running, 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 and then we see a gun case on the side of the Greenway. And they're like that's not like a toolbox, that's like a gun case.
Oh god.
And I was like, sick. So Corey stops and I was like, we probably should like make sure there's not a gun in there. Because if there is, like, it should just be sitting.
Yeah.
Luckily, no gun. Okay. But first we're like, okay, that's sketchy. Like to begin with, somebody obviously took a gun out of here and like tossed the case or whatever. And then I kid you, like maybe not like 15 minutes later, we passed this freaking bus in the woods that looks like the bus from American Horror Story with the clown.
Oh.
Like it's in the woods. Like there's not a road around or anything. There's like vines growing in it. There's graffiti on the outside. I was like, bro, we got to get the fuck out of here. And Corey was like, why? I was like, that looks like the goddamn bus from fucking American Horror Story. We gotta go. We just saw a gun case.
Yeah, wait, so did anything happen with the gun case or
I was like, should we call somebody, like the cops, or tell them there was a gun case? Corey was like, no. So nothing happened there. But the fact that we saw a gun case and then we came upon this like the bus was scary as
that's
fuck.
really weird.
It was, yeah, it was very strange. But we were running an out and back, so I had to like go back out for more miles. And I was like, I came like half a mile before we saw the bus. And I was like, I'm not going that far again. Like, I won't turn back around. I won't do that. I'll run back and forth before I go past that goddamn bus again. I was
That's
terrified of
scary.
it.
Was it next to the trail or was it like how close was it? Was it close enough that where if a clown did come out, it could
Oh,
get you?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. It was maybe like 50 feet off the trail,
And that's
and I saw
actually not a crazy thing to think because at one point people were dressing up as clowns and standing outside
yes!
houses. Do you remember
Oh my
that?
god, yes. I think that was my first year at college, and it was happening on college campuses, and I was so afraid to walk back from my, like, chemistry lab at 6 o'clock at
Yeah,
night.
whatever. I feel like I never heard like what happened, like why that was happening. Just like randomly there was clowns and then there wasn't anymore.
People are just assholes. I was terrified. I would, like, sprint back across campus, which was, like, a solid 15-minute walk. Well, what other shows are you watching right now?
We also saw Star Wars, um, the new Mandalorian movie because Keegan likes that. But other than
Mm.
that, we're not really watching anything.
I haven't watched, like, any of the new Star Wars movies. Or
I could
Dune.
care
Is
less
Dune
about Dune is not Star Wars related. It was based off of a book, um, which I think Grant has read and he has seen the movies. So, um,
he's read, like, everything.
I know. Um, but I haven't watched any of those Star Wars movies either. The only time I've ever watched anything like Star Wars-esque is what was the one that Dad used to force us to watch with
Star
him?
Trek.
Yes. Yes. And I love that I know that he'll be listening to this because when we used to spend weekends with him and he wanted to watch Star Trek, it would always be the really, really fucking old movies. And he liked them, but they were so boring.
I know.
I loved watching it with him, but that's the only one that I've ever watched. And I remember just they're so old. Like the it wasn't even CGI, but like the film effects were just like crazy because it
So,
was so
yes,
old.
yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch, Hunting Wives? Are coming out with a season 2. You
No.
would love it. You would love it. It's about, a bunch of, like, it's like a murder show, but it's, like, crazy, like, lesbian murder. It's
Yes,
crazy.
I had heard about that. My coworkers have talked about that too, but no,
It's
I never watched that one.
batshit. Um, do you know who Brittany Snow is? She's
Yes.
in that one? I have been I don't know what she did. She's, like, on like, that show obviously had her, like, on her comeback, but I followed her on Instagram. She is, like, legit stunning. Like,
Yes.
look up Brittany Snow, like, oh my god,
I
she
know
is
what she looks like.
so
She
goddamn pretty. She's
she
has,
also
like
looks like she hasn't aged at all.
I know, like, literally so gorgeous. Okay, so basically what I think should be illegal this week is, men sweating, specifically men, sweating on a gym bench and not wiping it down. I say men because I've never seen a girl that does not wipe a goddamn bench down after her. Women would never do that. I don't know if it's like a man trying to assert his goddamn dominance or something, but if you are like profusely sweating, you need to be grabbing a rag and wiping that shit down. I went to go hop on a bench. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I saw a guy was on it and he was working out like a shit ton, like drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
And I was on the treadmill, so I was watching it. I was like, okay, like I need to go do some upper body after I've done this run. And it had been probably like 15 minutes and nobody got on that bench since him. Not a single person. I walk over to it because I was like, oh, he surely wiped it down. Like he was sweating like crazy. There was like fucking puddles on this bench. Like around the
Ew.
bench, like droplets on the floor. You could see it. It looked like a goddamn pool where his nuts were sitting. Like nasty, nasty
Oh,
as fuck. I was like, I literally like I was like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I don't even want to touch it with a rag because there's so much goddamn sweat on it. It was like, it was pooling. I don't,
just different bench. I would literally not even. That's
I
so
did.
gross.
I didn't touch it. I was like, this is foul. Also, he was there still, so I was trying to give him like mean ass side eye for the entire rest of the time. And I don't know. I don't know. I saw him like done other shits. Maybe he forgot, but it
That's
was
so gross.
it was gross. It was gross.
Um, I agree with that, and I literally had like a very similar experience, especially with the ball sweat part. Not wiping down when you know it's sweaty is crazy. Because like even if I use a bench and just I'm sitting on it just between like doing sets or something and it's not sweaty at all, I wipe it down because you know it's the thought that counts. It's the
Yes,
thought that like I don't want, especially like I don't want other people to see me use a bench and then like, not wipe it down because it's just gross.
a thousand
Even
percent.
if I'm just like sitting on it and not sweating on it, not just hanging out. Um, but I was doing chest flies. And there was only one chest fly machine, and this older guy comes up to me and he's like, "Can I work in with you?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I was almost done anyways, and there's only one, so I was like, "Whatever, I don't care." So he sat down, he used it, and it was my turn to use it. He got up. There was a pile of ball sweat where he was sitting, like an outline of his butt cheeks and everything. And I was like, "Oh my fucking God." And he's standing right there, and I don't want to like in that moment I was conflicted. I said, do I either sit down or do I wipe it off in front of him? Or I could ask him to wipe it off. But I am such a puss that I didn't want to make him feel bad about the sweat. I'm a people pleaser. And I was like, oh, I don't want to embarrass him because he's an older guy. And like, I don't know. I just felt so bad. So I made the decision that I would just sit down and I would use the machine and I would just accept the fact that I didn't want to embarrass him.
Nick, Nick.
So that's what I did. And to this day, I regret not just like wiping it down myself, or just saying, actually, that was my last set. I don't really need
That's
to.
what I would have done, and I would have been like,
I don't think I would have ever wiped it down in front of him because I feel like it'd be awkward and I don't want to make him feel bad. But I should have definitely just been like I'm done. It's all yours now. Or just
that's
be like,
what.
oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. But in that moment, I've never I never had that decision right in front of me that I had to make in a split second, and I was like, oh my God.
First of all, too nice. You're too nice to even be worried about that man's emotions because he probably wouldn't have cared either way, to be honest. And also, if he like, there's no way he didn't know he was like sweating enough
He
to
didn't turn
create.
around and look at the bench. And like looking at him, he didn't look like crazy sweaty. But I agree with you on that take.
No, no, I would have. First of all, too nice. Second of all, I also would have been like, I'm good, actually. Like I'm wiped next exercise. Third, I can't believe you didn't get a goddamn like disease if it was that much sweat where it created.
It was definitely noticeable. It was definitely noticeable. Me and him are bonded for life now.
Like we have blood brothers or some shit. Like ball sweat brothers. Oh my god. Oh my god. How long ago is this?
It was probably like 6 months, 6 to 8 months ago at this point. It was a while ago.
Have you seen him in the gym since?
Um, he actually, I think he asked to work in with me because he followed me on Instagram. And
Nikki,
I always,
what?
I only say that because his face looked familiar, and I said sure, and I he definitely had followed me on Instagram because I'd posted where I worked out before. So he like thinking about in hindsight, like he actually was kind of a bit of a creep. Definitely had like liked my pictures before, and he was just like kind of a weirdo. He also was posted in the Are We Dating the Same Guy group. I saw women post about him in that group like after the fact. And there was not great things said about him there. So I think I sat in the ball sweat of a creepy weirdo old man.
Oh, okay. This is
And, like his face was very familiar because he had some crazy teeth. He had some teeth that were fighting with each other. It like his face was very familiar.
Nick. Okay, so this is actually 10 times worse. He probably
So
was like
it was a
stalking you.
planned work in.
So much worse. So much worse. Stalked you. Probably intentionally sweated his nuts off so you would sit in it. He's
Oh my
probably
God, it was on purpose.
he's a fucking like weird ass kink or something. He's like, I'm trying to
She's
go
gonna set
make
my set my sweat. Yeah, now that
Oh
I'm
my
thinking about it,
God.
it could have been intentional. Oh God.
Like you
It's been a while since I've seen him at the gym though. I don't think he goes there anymore.
okay, good. Because
Probably
you're
got
that's
arrested for doing something sweat related to another woman. That was creepy.
you're like entitled to financial compensation from one life or wherever.
Yeah, I should be. I didn't put the pieces together on who it was until after it happened.
You're like, wait a damn minute.
Yeah, like I think I've seen this person in my likes before.
How did he find out like
So when I mean my account is on public, and when I've tagged the gym before, because there's a couple pictures or videos I think where I had tagged the gym. I think
oh,
he was looking, I guess he was looking through tagged pictures at the gym, and he saw my profile, then he clicked on it, and he followed me, and I'm assuming that he remembered who I was because he came up.
that is crazy. Honestly, like for a guy doing that, creepy. For a girl who's trying to find out if any hot guys like go to the gym with her,
That's a way.
genius.
I mean, that's a way to
Genius.
do it. All you do is just look at the gym's tagged photos, because
Oh
I
my
mean, there's a bunch
God.
of people that tag photos from that gym.
For real. That's actually a genius idea, like a dating idea.
Yeah.
Maybe we should make that into an app. I obviously have not dated anybody in 10 years. So a couple things I have really been loving lately. Um, Dead Cool. Are you familiar with that perfume brand?
Oh.
Obsessed with it. So they're like very popular for their scent called Extra Milk and like a gender neutral scent, smells super good. So I ordered some of that. I've ordered it before. I think actually mom gave you a scent sample for Christmas.
Oh, if it was from them, I loved every single one.
So I ordered a full size bottle, but they also gave me like a little sample, free sample to try too, called Madonna Lily. Oh my God, I've never smelled something so good in my whole life. I love my Glossier perfume.
Yeah,
That's like my tried and true. This one is like 10 times better than that one.
I'm already sold because you are really on it when it comes to perfumes. You've put literally the entire family onto it when it comes to
I know.
perfumes. So if you're saying that this is worth it, then I don't even need to smell it. I just want to
Go
buy
get
it.
a, you should just go get a sample or like you, I think they do like a sample pack or something, but it smells so good. I almost regret buying extra milk because I want this one so bad. And I just bought a full bottle of extra milk. It's like floral and fruity and like a little spicy too. Also, this is obviously a really big trend, but the black like kitten heel like thong sandals, the little
Cute.
ones that are like flip-flops.
Yeah.
Do you like them?
Yeah, I think they're super cute. I have something similar, but it's not the sandal piece. It's literally just a black kitten heel that is like my go-to for literally any outfit because it's cute. I can walk
Yeah.
so far in it. And it's I don't like the kitten heels that are a little bit that are like too kitten. They're
Yes.
like just like a tiny little nub.
Yes, I don't like those either.
Yeah.
Actually have like a super hard time trying to find something that isn't like 1 inch. Kind of looks a little strange to me,
Yeah.
but I think it's because I have my legs are short, so I have to, like, overcompensate with a little bit higher heel. I actually ordered 2 pairs. One of them, I don't know, they're like, I'm not I guess I'm not used to walking in, like, a true, like, sandal style heel, so it feels, like, kind of looser on my foot, but I'm
Oh,
so
'cause it
obsessed with
like, when
it.
you walk, it does it like
Yeah, yeah, and, like, the top of my foot isn't, like, super secure in it either. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I've been loving it so much. They're so freaking cute.
I like a lot of the, like, Y2K or, like, early 2000 clothes that are coming back. I really do wanna get a pair of capris. Not jean capris, not cargo capris, like the yoga pant capri.
Yes, I
I've
was
seen
literally
that with a kitten heel. There's a I think it's called Kiki the brand or something like that. But I get ads for that one all the time because I follow them. But they come up in my stories on Instagram, and every single outfit is so cute.
I know. I was literally looking at a pair on ASOS that I really want, yesterday, but it's freaking sold out right now.
I
Just
love it. And low rise. The capris
yes.
I'm looking at are low rise capris.
Ooh.
They're really cute.
Well,
But I'm not gonna buy any of them until I am like 10 weeks into my cut and I'm snatched like I was the first time I did my cut.
you're gonna be
So last,
lean.
yeah, last time I did have to buy clothes during it because my clothes weren't fitting the right way. And so like this, for example, this jumper, I'm way too it's way too tight on me right now because I got it when I was like in my cut because I just wanted something cute and it fit me perfectly. Right now it's a little too tight. I'm a little too squeezed in all the places. It's really cute, but I was like, oh my God, like trying to pull it on. I just felt like I was about to explode out of it, burst all the seams. So I don't mind getting clothes while I'm in prep because it's not gonna be the last time that I'm gonna do it. So
That's
it's
true.
nice to have all the different sizes of clothing. And I know to feel my best in low rise capris, I want to be snatched
Oh,
completely.
for sure, but like, you're gonna have abs here in what, like, 3 weeks, 4 weeks or something?
Yeah, hopefully.
You probably already have abs.
I
You're kind
mean,
of like
it's not the same. I mean, they're still there. They're still hiding in there. But they're just, I can only really see them when I'm like working out or like flexing or it's not like that was during my cut when I just had them
yeah,
all the time just to have them.
just
So I'm excited to have that piece now. I you just reminded me. I didn't even write this down as a topic to talk on. Grant is going to Key West for his a not his bachelor party, but a bachelor party
yeah.
for one of his friends. And he said that I could get him a shirt with my face on it and he'd wear it around when he was down there. On Etsy, there's a person who did the t-shirts where it's like the 5 different faces in your name at the top.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I got that done. And the pictures that I had used, I asked ChatGPT because they're just like selfies, but I didn't want it to look like I took a bunch of selfies. So I
Yeah.
asked ChatGPT to just like make it look like it's not a selfie, and it did a phenomenal job. And this T-shirt is like the best I've ever looked in any of my pictures, and it's amazing because I wanted to look really good and like professional. Um, so I'm so excited. At the top it says kitten. Instead of Nikki, it says kitten because that's like what he calls it.
Oh,
and and then there's a sub text on the bottom and it says my master. It says kitten, my master. And then it has like 5 pictures of me. So he said he's like, I'm gonna wear it every single day. And I was like, as you should. So I'll
okay.
send it to you to include. It's amazing. But one of the pictures on it is from me at St. Thomas when I looked incredible.
First of all, I love that you look super hot on it. I'm sure it's phenomenal. Kitten and Master is the most fucking cringe thing I've ever heard. People are gonna think he's
I
into
love
some
it.
like weird kink.
Yeah, I mean, I want people to look at it and be like, oh my God, I'm not gonna talk to this fucking weirdo. I want
Oh
them to
my
think,
god.
oh wow, he's a hot girlfriend. Second of all, he's really weird. It's like very fedora, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
my princess.
Yeah, princess.
I just felt so funny because I'm sure the person on Etsy making this had never put that string of letters of words together before.
They probably loved him. They're like fucking
She sent me
freaks.
a proof and she said, I had such a good time making this. Like, hope you love it.
She probably was like, I love how weird this shit is.
Speaking of taking pictures, the picture I sent you that Grant took of me,
Oh my
because
god,
that's
yes.
probably the ugliest picture I've ever seen in my entire life that he's took of me. And it was funny, I was talking to his friend's girlfriend, or fiance, I should say, Lauren, and I was like, Grant has taken possibly the best and worst pictures of me ever. It's incredible. the dichotomy that he has of either nailing it or making me look like a cretin and making me want to get Botox and filler because I'm like, that is just scariest shit I've ever seen in my life.
You just look
Um,
drugged out. Like, you just look like
so
you
that was when we were doing our walk in Belle Isle, and I saw the butterfly in front of us as we were walking. I said, "Oh, cute butterfly! Like, let me catch it," because it was flying really slow. I thought something was
Yeah,
wrong with it, and it flew up before it even reached down. It flew up and started flying around and landed straight in my hand. And I said, oh, "Grant, take a picture! Hurry up! This is nature. This is like amazing." I was having a rough morning. And it just made me feel so good that this butterfly landed on me. It was like healing my soul because I was just in a
yeah,
bad mood. Um, and he took a bunch of pictures really fast and he captured it and the butterfly stayed in my hand and went away. And when we were done with the walk is when he sent me all the pictures when we were sitting in these chairs actually at home. And I was looking through them and Grant hadn't even looked at the pictures he just sent me. And I'm swiping and that picture comes up and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I zoomed in on the face and I said, Grant, what is this? And I cannot tell you the last time he laughed that hard. We were laughing so hard that we were in tears and he knows it's because we've talked about it before that he takes some really bad fucking pictures of me. Like, do you want me to jump off a bridge? Because it feels like you do when you take these pictures of me. Um, and I was telling Lauren I've literally gotten filler in some parts of my face because he's taking these ugly ass pictures and like I cannot look at myself and have that.
okay.
I need to fix that immediately. Example, I got, my under eye filler because of the picture he took of me in Iceland of my face close up. We were at the ice cave, and I turned around and I looked at him, and it was the most disgusting picture I've ever seen in my life. But
Oh
yeah,
my
that's
god.
that's what happened with that picture. He just took a picture of me mid blink somehow
Um,
because he was taking them so fast. And that picture ended up being a really scary one that made us laugh. We laughed so hard we were in tears.
I wanted to ask you about the next 2 weeks of plans you had.
Yes. I'm very excited. I was going to talk about this beginning. I guess I forgot though. This upcoming Friday, we'll get Keegan back, and
Mhm.
then we will go to Nana's house, and we're going to do his birthday weekend. So we're going to take him to the Discovery Lego Center Saturday, do that, and then we're going to be so busy. Sunday, we're going back to Richmond, right? And we're going to do the baseball team here is called the Squirrels. So we're going to go watch the Squirrels play at their new stadium.
Go squirrels.
Squirrels.
That's
Um,
embarrassing for them, but
and then it's a nice stadium. It's a good team. It's all good. And then Monday we're staying in Richmond for most of the day, and I'm gonna take Keegan to the Science Museum that's here. He's been here before, but it's so fun. And then Tuesday I'm taking him to what was it? Busch Gardens. We're gonna go to Busch Gardens on Tuesday, all of us. Brand's taking off.
oh,
And then Wednesday, we're gonna go to the Aviation Museum in Virginia Beach, but it's also for some reason has dinosaurs in it as well. Like the owner of it is into vintage like airplanes, so we're gonna go see a bunch of airplanes, but also he's into dinosaurs, so he has a lot of like dinosaur like replicas there. So
okay.
it's like two in one. So we're gonna do that. And then following that, so I'll be off of work from Monday to Wednesday. And then Friday, I'm taking off. So that Friday to Sunday, Grant and I will be at Nag's Head to celebrate his birthday.
Oh my god, you guys are busy.
I know. And we're going to be staying in a container, an Airbnb container. Like when people convert shipping containers into like
Yes, yes, yes.
cute little places or like a pool or whatever. So we're staying in a shipping container in Nag's Head, and it's relatively new because it doesn't have a ton of reviews, but I'm so excited. An inside joke between Grant and I is that I want to live in a container home. I've talked about it so much and Grant doesn't understand. So it was so funny when I came across this container Airbnb because I said, "Hey, if it goes really well, I might want you to build me my container house and we're just gonna have to, do that because I really want to do that." And he was like, "Yeah, like if that's what you want, like we could do a container home." But anyways, I'm just really excited to go to Nags Head and do that. It's only an hour and a half away, and I wanted to do something special for his birthday because his birthday is gonna be
Yep.
June 12th, but we're gonna be at Nana's house, so I'm doing the cake is gonna be a shared cake between him and Keegan, but I also want to do something special just for him.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
really nice.
excited to do that.
I know. You guys are gonna have so much fun. We Corey and I are actually gonna go to New York City, not next weekend, but the weekend after.
Oh, for what?
We got free tickets to a World Cup game in New York,
What the hell? How'd you
through
get free tickets?
work. We're gonna leave on it's a Monday night game, so we're just gonna do Sunday, fly out Sunday, and then come back Tuesday.
Yeah,
'Cause it's like an 8 p.m. game, but it should be good. We're staying in like Manhattan.
that's awesome.
The last note I had was on on TikTok. Did you see the girl that decided that she was pissed off because she lost like a horse thing and stabbed all of the horses that she was like competing against?
What?
This is the most insane like horse girl shit I've ever heard. She got pissed off she didn't win, so she literally
Okay,
went.
is so she's racing her horse against other people.
I don't know, a horse show, yes, like, she lost, didn't, like, place well or something, and I guess she got
She
so
took it
pissed
out on
off.
the other horses.
Yes, like, at the facility, she went and stabbed,
Did she
like,
kill him?
3 different I don't know, I didn't really look into it further because I was like, "That's terrible," but I think 1 was for sure fine, I think the other 2 were, like, in surgery, but this girl fucking stabbed 3 horses.
What the fuck?
That's the craziest shit I've ever heard in
You
my
know,
life.
at least take the anger out on the owners, like not the horse.
Just
No, just kidding. Just stab the people. Come on, don't stab the
I
horses.
know, what did they fucking do? They're just there to
That's so sad.
I know, but, she got arrested, and I think she's being held, like, without bail, which
Yeah, she should get the electric chair for that. Let's just zap her. There's no place for a human like that. Like
totally,
stabbing a fucking animal because like that's crazy.
like, you're going to hell, like, you're the worst kind of person to be
Yeah, someone needs to check on her horse to see if it has any stab wounds too, to
for
see like
fucking
if
real.
she stabbed it before too, and add that to like the count of animal cruelty. And
I know,
could
she's
we get her for attempted murder on a horse? Like,
probably. Animal cruelty, you can, like, go to it's like a federal charge, I'm pretty
yeah,
sure, so
yeah. Because Michael Vick didn't he get felonies and stuff? No, didn't he? Didn't he get felonies for doing the
yeah,
dog stuff?
yep, you're like,
She
"Michael
should
Vick."
definitely get a felony.
Mm.
Wappa! Trying to talk about
Sp
petty stuff that I think should be illegal that doesn't even matter because we just
speaking
talked about stabbing horses.
speaking of illegal things, right?
Stabbing a horse should be
Stabbing horses
illegal.
should be illegal.
The first thing I think should be legal, I think there was three things. Hawking loogies at work should be illegal if
Valid.
you work in an office environment. The floor that I work on is split into two halves. One of it is a different command, and there's my command. So it's a very small portion. You can hear every single conversation that happens. I mean, and it's like it basically looks like we work in a really large hallway. It's not like a circle shape or anything like that. But our cubes are half cubes, but you can hear every conversation. You can hear everything that happens because it's a very small office building. So this woman that works three cubes down from my cube was sick this week, and she's new and her supervisor was out, I guess. So like I guess she didn't ask if she could just work from home or just like submit like sick leave and just be like, hey, I'm sick, I'm not coming into work. And she should have, because she irritated every single person in the office because of how aggressive her loogies were. I'm not joking, like every 5 to 10 minutes, she was like, and she's getting phlegm up. And then the nastiest thing would do is she'd do the thing where she goes, and she like, she does the thing where I don't even know how you do, but you like suck in a bunch of boogers, to
No.
like get ready to spit it out. And she did it 30 times one day. And every single time you could hear the office audibly go, oh, after she would do it. And like at first people were laughing, like, who's doing that? That's the fucking type of noise that is so distracting when you're working. You're just like, I literally cannot be here. And I actually had to telework one day, and then I had some appointments, so I was out most of the week last week. And I was so grateful because the entire week she was sick. And on Friday when I went in after the field day at Keegan's place or Keegan's school and heard her do it, I walked over to my coworker in front of my cube, Christy, and I said, I'm so thankful I was out most of this week because this is unbearable. If you're that sick, don't fucking show up. She can take sick leave. She's in the military. She doesn't have to show up. It's not going to affect her pay. So I don't even want to hear somebody
Oh,
saying, well, it's going to affect her pay. It's not going to affect her pay. She gets paid the same. take the sick leave, don't show up. She's a chief too, so it's like there's no reason she should be showing up. She should know better than to show up when she's sick. We work in a fucking small office too. Everyone is gonna get sick now. She was, and every 5 seconds you hear her Lysol her desk, you'd be like,
I thought when I saw that you wrote that down in the notes, I was like, "It's a man. It's a
woman.
man."
It's a woman.
I
Woman.
That's the most shocking part of this,
Clipping
but
nails also should be illegal in a cubicle office environment.
oh
I
my
hate
fuck
it. There has been somebody, I don't know who it is because I haven't looked around when they're doing it, but you can hear tick, tick, and it's not one nail, it's every single nail.
oh,
I don't want to, you should not be doing personal hygiene things like that in the office. I don't want to hear you clip your nasty fucking nails in the office. The other note I said that should be legal would be cocktails that are $20. I have a
mhm.
new one though, cocktails that are $50. The Jasper, the place that Grit and I went for drinks, they had a drink on there that was fucking $50. And I
What
asked
was
Grant,
in it?
I don't even, it was two ingredients. Two ingredients, that's it. And I said, Grant, can you please order it? He said, no. Because I did actually the $20 drink, I made him order from this nice Italian restaurant, I think it is, by our house. And I think it was actually like $30. It wasn't even 20. But he ordered it and it was the grossest cocktail ever. I don't think any cocktail should be $20. We don't
I
live
will
in Vegas.
That's true.
Why are you charging $20 a drink? You're not
Like,
adding any type of, like, I see videos on TikTok where it's like this Asian bartender and he is making these
yes.
crazy drinks. Have you seen the videos, the
Yeah,
theatrics? And it's like he lights it on fire and he sculpts ice or like he does something really crazy.
yeah,
That's the only way I would want to spend $50 on a drink is if you're doing a performance for me because that
right,
feels worth it.
right.
It should not be $20 for a drink.
No, like, I've definitely ordered a couple drinks that are probably in the $20 range, but yeah, I that's actually insane. If it's 2 ingredients, unless it's like some, like, I don't know, like 50-year aged whatever, maybe, right? Like, I know bourbon's like
I don't,
that,
it
but
shouldn't be
God.
$50. I've never
Mm,
seen a drink that was $50 on a menu for a single drink. And the other thing that I think should be legal is something that's very stupid, compared to the stabbings and everything else. But broccoli stems, I don't know why they sell those in veggie packets, like frozen vegetables. You can get
Yes.
florets or you can get stems. Who the fuck is buying the stems? That's an
Nasty.
option. You can get just stems.
Yeah,
There are some
I
sick
don't know
people in
either.
this world, but ordering broccoli stems is like like a psychopath. I don't know who would just get the stems. I
I don't
hate
know
them.
either. It's like the equivalent of eating, like, the core of an apple or something, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just the most disgusting part.
I actually try to avoid the broccoli stems at every single point. Like, I'm always looking for the broccoli top plus, like
Floret. Give me the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
floret.
yeah.
That's what it's called. That's what I want. I hate it when I accidentally buy one and it has just the stems in it. The gross part.
I'm with you, that should be illegal.
Yeah.
Hopefully nobody is triggered by us saying we fucking ate broccoli stems.
But
We're
those are my
probably
minuscule things that I think should be legal compared to something that actually should be illegal and is illegal. The timing of that was so crazy. I know. I don't think we could have planned that better and also made me feel like, you know, the
uh,
fucking smallest things. But hey, they should be illegal too. There's levels to this.
100%. Ending on a positive note, broccoli
That's
felt like
good.
the right way to close it out. So
Yeah. Everyone hates broccoli.